Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight. My name is Kim Dent, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I've been a demonstrator for almost 21 years. I love teaching my friends how to make quick and easy greeting cards. I also teach classes if you're in the St. Louis area. I teach classes every single month at Zion Lutheran Church in our lower level. We also have a coffee shop, so Higher Grounds is connected to it. It makes for a really nice stamp class. The classes this month are Friday, May 13th, and then I have two classes on Saturday, May 14th. The first one begins at 9 a.m. and the second one begins at 1 a.m. We make 5 cards. If you've never been to one of my classes, your first time is absolutely for free. And then after that, it's $10 per class, prepaid. And if you bring a new friend to class, or if you spend $25 before shipping and tax on product, then I give you a $5 class credit. So I would love if you are interested in learning how to do what I do. Please come and check me out. I have open spots on all 3 classes this month. So if you're interested, please send me a message and I'll get you signed up. Hello, hello. Hi, Kathy. I just saw you go by. Sandy. Hello, Pam. Thanks. If you're tuning in, I see we have a couple. We have 6 people so far. Please say hello so I know that you're stamping or watching along with me while I stamp. And I'm going to sync my laptop. Where is everyone tonight? They're there. I know I was just talking to my mom and I was saying it is such a beautiful day. This is definitely my kind of weather. Hi, Sandy. It is gorgeous out there. Rick just got done with mowing the grass and our yard is looking better than ever. So thank you, Mr. Dent. So where is everyone? I bet they're out barbecuing. All right, let's see if I can sync this without any trouble. Oh, I always want to say it seems like it gets easier and easier, but the minute that I do that, you know what's going to happen. I always want to say it seems like it gets easier. I'll say that one more time. Oh my goodness. All right, let me set my computer off to the side and we will get started. Hi, Shirley. There you are. Well, for those of you who have been, if you follow anyone with that is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you know that May 3rd is a humongous day because that means the annual catalog goes live. If you are watching this on the replay or you're catching it on my YouTube channel, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like one, I would be happy to help you out and pop 2 of these, it's the new annual catalog, which goes live May 3rd, as well as we're still in the mini catalog, which goes through the month of June. I'll pop both of those in the mail to you if you would like. Oh no, Pam. Oh, you know, I was just saying that my allergies yesterday and today, I've never said that as a kid. I did not suffer from allergies, but man, the older I get, the more I can feel it, and I don't like it. So Flonase and Benadryl is definitely on the on my schedule. Oh, I hope you feel better, Pam. Hello, Valerie. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so May 3rd, the new catalog. Along with the new catalog going live, Stampin' Up! Has announced that there is another joining promotion. If you are thinking about, if your wish list is $100 or more, you should think about what I'm about to say. They have a promotion that starts on May 3rd and goes through the entire month of May, goes through May 31st. It's called the In Color Starter Kit. So the normal joining promotion is for $99. You get to choose $125, whatever you want, out of either of our catalogs. the new annual catalog or the January through June catalog. But in addition to that, you will receive an In Color kit, and that includes, I believe it's $66.50 more in product, and it's In Color grid paper, the ink pad collection, the In Color ink pad collection, a pack of In Color cardstock, and the In Color 6x6 paper, which I have used already. I'm so thankful. I've got an order waiting for me upstairs. I love the new In Color 6x6 DSP. You get all of that for joining from May 3rd through May 31st. So you've heard me talk about it. It's definitely one of the best decisions that I've ever made. And I would love to talk to you more about it. So you'll hear me talk about it through the entire month of May, just because I think everybody who loves Stampin' Up! As much as I do should join and get at least a 20 to 25% discount. So talk to me about it. I'd love to tell you more about all the little perks, plus being on my team. I have 40 girls, amazing group of demonstrators, women who do it. Most of them do it just for the discount. I only have a couple of girls who do it, who have classes, and that's just with a couple of their friends. So Stampin' Up! Thankfully lets us run this little business however we want. If you just want to do it for your very own self and be your own best customer, Stampin' Up! Says that is fine with them. So yay for the In Color Starter Kit promotion. So that's what I have to say. Hello, Lynn. Thanks for tuning in tonight. All right, I'm going to flip my camera down, and then I'm going to show you two stinking cute cards. Hold on one second. Let's see. Oh, there's my little... I try to do that as quickly as possible. Oh, look at, you can tell it's been a good day when you see all these dimensionals floating around, dimensional backs floating around. All right, I am going to remind all of you, this is my website. If you want to place an order, you can go to kimdent.stampinup.net. Right now, I have a host code that's open. It's 4TQZKUDK, and that is just to help me out. If you are placing an order that's under $150, that's an easier way to say it. I've been saying it that other way for so long. If you're placing an order that's under $150, please use this code. Every little bit helps, and then this code I'll have probably for a week or two more. If you're placing an order that's $150 or more, then you will receive what we call the Stampin' Rewards, or you'll hear me say the freebies. So do not use this code if your order is that, because that means you're having your own party and you get to pick your you get to be rewarded with some freebies. So $150 or more, don't use this code. All right, here we go with the cards for tonight. I'm in love with the Happiness Abounds. It's a brand new stamp set. You saw me use it last week. The card that we're going to make this week is, where is it at? Right here. And some of my friends who I had a little class with, my hen friends, on Wednesday night, they got to make this card. I love it. What do you all think? This card is basically using the DSP, the Happiness, oh, what is it? Hues of Happiness, I think it is. I've got to learn the names. I love this paper. It's so beautiful. I want to show it to you one more time. I showed it last week, I think. It is gorgeous. And I do think, girls, this is definitely probably, like, I want to say, from what I can see from the pre-order, from the demonstrators ordering early, if you love this paper, get it early, because I have a feeling it's not going to sell out. But you know what happens is they run out, and then it takes a little bit to get it back into Salt Lake City. So order early. So here it is, gorgeousness. This one's cute. And this reminds me of kids. Kind of, it's got like, it looks like little X's in all of the different hues. But it definitely, I think, could be used for a whole lot of cards, but I think children when I see this. And I love this one. So look at, oh, such a pretty color. And this is what we're going to use to make the card that that I just showed you. Instead of using the pinky tones right here, I'm going to use more of a yellow tone card just to show you how easy it is. And then another, this looks like a canvas with all sorts of colors on it. And then I use this piece, just a little skinny strip. And then more of those beautiful flowers. And then some smaller ones. I love this paper. I love this one too. For this card, the kit is, I'm using, I've used this so much too. This is Orchid Oasis. It is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Hi, Chris. Hello, Miss Peggy. Hi, Allison. Hi, Karen. Thanks for tuning in. And then the next layer is, now this, I got a little fancy. This is Starry Sky. And, you know, I have this fancy, magical ruler that I got off of Amazon that I'm so thankful for, that has the 1/8 and 1/16 measurements on it. It has made my life so much easier as a stamper. This, I got a little fancy, so I just wanted a tiny little bit of the Starry Sky to show through on the underneath the white layer. So this is 3 15/16 by 5 3/16, or if you don't want to be fancy, 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then the piece that I die cut or use the die on, 3 3/4 by 5. You want 2 of those because you want one for the inside. And you'll hear me talk about this. Even on my lighter shades of cardstock, when I'm stamping, like let's say it's So Saffron or Petal Pink, a light shades, Crumb Cake, I just feel like a piece of either white or vanilla, stamping your message on this, I just feel like it gives it a finished look. So you'll always see me either have 3 3/4 by 5 or 4 by 5 1/4 layers that I stamp on. And this is basic white. Thank you, Allison. And then this skinny little piece, this was fun because I just wanted a hint of the DSP next to the piece, next to the die that we cut out. And so this is 7/8 by 5, or if you don't want to be fancy, 1 inch by 5. And, oh, let's see. I wanted to show you on this card, I kind of like to match up the color of the flower that I cut out. See how this one has a lot of pinks in it? There's a little bit of the yellows, but on this one, I intentionally wanted to do a yellow one. So there's a little bit more yellow that's, I think, going to show through. So you can use all sorts of different shades, but it's just a little pop of color. This side would be pretty too, but I like the floral. Oh, Jill. Not home yet. Oh, can't wait to hear about it. Big day for your twins. All right, I already went ahead. Oh, let me show you the die set. It's really pretty. The die is called Blossoming Happiness Dies, and it's what coordinates with Happiness Abounds. So here is the piece that I used to cut out this beautiful design. Do you see it on there? Some of it kind of, when I first got it, I thought, oh, these pieces aren't cutting out. But in between these stitches, there are pieces that are not supposed to come out, and then the pieces that are. So it's not a boo-boo. That's the way they meant it to be, which is so amazing to me. So there's this one cuts out the rose, we'll call it. I think it's rose. These are the leaves. And then on, hi CJ, this is very cool, which I'm excited about using. Do you see these funny ones right here? This straight and skinny die, that looks like stitching. And then this one right here looks like a perforated piece of notebook paper when you cut it out, or die cut it, I guess you should say. And then these are more of the flowers. So it's if you love florals, this is a good one. It's got words as well as floral images. Very pretty very pretty font. You know, I'm crazy about the fonts. So there's that. And then it doesn't look like much, does it? Here we go. This is why. Okay, this Shirley, thank you. All right, I went ahead and I cut out this piece. So I'm gonna, oh, I know, I changed my mind on something, and I'll tell you why. So on my sample, I was just using my snail adhesive on it, and in the middle, it kind of bubbled up. I don't know. It bowed up a little bit because I didn't put adhesive like behind those two. So on this one, I'm bringing in the Silicone Craft Mat. I had this out today and I thought I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to show all of you how, if you haven't seen me do it before, I take the Tombow multi-purpose glue and I'm going to, oh, look at that. Let's spin this around, get it in the same area that I had earlier. I'm going to put a little dollop, a little dab-a-doo-ya. Is that dippity-doo? I'm showing my age. I'm going to thin it out like this on this sponge. We used to sell these. I love them. I'm sure you can find them in the craft stores. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just lightly dab behind that cutout, and it's so light it's just going to put like a little sticky layer on it, just so that hopefully will stay down, because that was bugging me. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to pull this out so it gets out of the way. So this is a silicone craft mat. We sell them. They're about $6. They're so nice. They protect your work surface. They're great for gluing. I've seen some people stamp on them, you know, like you can put this down if you don't, to protect your work surface. But for adhesives, the adhesives, like when this dries, I can just rub it and it'll roll right off and go into the trash. So it's a very cool little addition to my tools. Okay, then I'm going to take my stamp and seal and go along the large areas, but it was just this area right there, you can barely see it, that I just thought, oh, I gotta make that, I gotta Brill cream. Oh my goodness, Brill cream. Thank you, Valerie. Brill cream. I wanted it to sit down, you know, lay flat. It kind of bugged me that it was kind of popping up like that. So there, give it a nice little smush, and I think that it's going to do the job. And then I'm going to bring in my little piece of DSP. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. I'm shuffling the boxes. Sorry, girls. It's probably noisy in your ear. Right. Here's my skinny piece of DSP. It's going to go right next to it. Oh. Oh, there, look at that. It's going to go right along the edge. Well, well, well. And then I'm going to bring in Starry Sky, and I decided you're showing your age, Valerie. I'm showing mine too. I'm going to bring in the last card I had on my sample. I used Friend, but I'm going to bring in the Happy Birthday because I always can use a lot of these. I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat. And I'm going to, if you're a new stamper, I'm going to show you something. You never want to take your stamp and squish it down. These are foam pads. What I try to do, and thankfully because it's a photopolymer, I can see exactly what I'm doing. I just like to take a light little, tiny little tap, 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 especially if it is like a, it's skinny. I want to make sure I caught every letter with the ink, but I also don't want to squish it in and get those halos. And probably, well, let's just hold our breath. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, that looks nice. Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. I love. All right, the next one I'm going to do is, I've already cut this out so you can see on the DSP, you know, it looked like this. I cut it out so I could, and then before I oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? I chose what color I wanted and what flower I wanted, but I wanted to also be very careful because there's so many pretty images in there, like the leaves that I'm going to show you that I'm going to use. Actually, I'll show you those. Look, I put my tape on them because I didn't want to lose them because I have a habit of doing that. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more glue. This one goes up here. So this is what it looked like, and then I used the die. And for those my friends who like fussy cutting, like Gail Brock, she can fussy cut like there's no tomorrow. And I sometimes can too, but I love it when there's a good die that you can save a little bit of time. And the dimensionals. Oh, we got one more leaf. Where did it go? Oh, see. There it is. Look, yay. Yay for the green mint tape. So if you have the new catalog in your hands, what's your favorite? What are you going to order first? What's the first thing on your wish list? I was talking on Facebook Messenger with Shirley, I think it was, and I said, I'm going to start at the front of the catalog and work my way to the back. I probably won't, but I thought that was a good idea. I want it all. Oh my goodness, I want it all. There we go. It looks beautiful in yellow. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the card base. And guess what? This also gets put on dimensionals. Oh, the ruffle. I just was looking at that, Valerie, the Ruffly embossing folder. Cascading Ruffles, I think it's called. I just was looking at that. You know what I am... The textile one, the one that's being texture, what is the name of it? The one that's going away. I am like trying to figure out which one I'm going to use because I use that one a whole lot. The one that kind of made it look like linen. So that's, well, let me get my... I want my well-loved bone folder. I've had it a long time, and I've had a lot of them a long time, but it's always nice to have that nice, clean, crisp fold in your cards. Okay, now I'm going to center this. Doesn't it look pretty with yellow? And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some new embellishments. way. The DSP is in the way. Oh, and I also stamped out, Valerie, you'd be proud of me. I stamped on my envelopes for this, both of these cards. Well, here we go. Here they are. Ah, these are new. 2021, 2023 In Color Opal Rounds. And so since my focal point, it's got the yellows, I'm going to go with this one right here, which I think is probably, oh, maybe it's Pale Papaya. It's got the, let's see. My sample, I went there. I think I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to switch it up and put one up here. There we go. You love a stamped envelope. Yes, it is. It's always fun. It's wonderful to get a hand-stamped card, but it's even a little bit more fun. There we go. So there's the flower. I'm not sure it is. Maybe it is. Are we calling that a rose? I can't tell. So that I just stamped it in Starry Sky, and then this sweet little flower arrangement, right? Or little I don't know what you call it. Little wildflowers, I guess. I think they look sweet. So, and this is I didn't get enough adhesive, girls. I'm gonna have to stick some glue under there. All right. I love both. Aren't they beautiful? I'm sorry. It's not because of me. It's because the DSP is so gorgeous. And these opal rounds, don't they look pretty? And the font of the stamp, so good. All right, that's our first one. Let me clear this out of the way. And the next one, this is the one I've been working on this afternoon. So one of the stamp sets and dies we were able to pre-order as demonstrators was Sending Smiles. And it's got flowers on it and lots of words, so you know I had to have it. I love all things floral when they're from Stampin' Up. Oh my goodness. So I want to show you the card that I made. Now again, if you're not like an Orchid Oasis in Starry Sky, this card looks really pretty, like in Sweet Sorbet. And I've seen it in the purple, like Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. But this is the first time we've got dies in our catalog already that do this, that work like this. This is the first time I've used it, and I don't know why. It's one of those things. I was like nervous about it, and it was so easy. So Sending Smiles, sending sunshine to brighten your day, and I did stamp on the inside. And I also stamped on the envelope. Does this make you happy, Valerie? It makes me happy too. So Sending Smiles has this coordinating die set. So you can put sending smiles across the miles, sending all the good luck your way, sunshine to brighten your day, sending love and big hugs, birthday wishes, a note of thanks, a card to say hello, and sending comfort and strength. I love it. And the die set is amazing. So these are the two dies that work together. Let's see. They can work separately, or they can work as a team, like I did on this one. So this one, I cut out this top layer, the sending, it's an Orchid Oasis, and then the larger die, that was cut out in white. You can also, there's a sending stamp that if I wanted to not cut out, this layer on top, you could stamp sending, like with your Stamparatus. Lynn, you have good taste, Lynn. We both have good taste for Mother's Day cards. And then there on this piece, you'll see that's that In Color DSP that you would get if you sign up. It's part of the In Color starter kit promotion. I love it. So hold on, I'm going to tell you more. I'm going to gab more about it, but you can see it's a big die set, and then words and flowers, you can't beat it. So Sending Smiles. Here's the kit. The card base now is Starry Sky, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. You need 2 pieces, one for the inside and one for the outside, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Then you need a 3 1/4 by 4 5/8 piece. That goes behind this piece. This is, thank goodness this didn't go away. This is the die that I used is the scallop contour dies. That's where you'll find this adorable scallopy one. And it's the piece that I used to cut it out, 3 3/4 by 5. And then I had, these are my pieces that I used to cut out the sending. 2 inches by 5 1/4 for both of those, white and Orchid Oasis. My skinny little piece that has Sunshine to Brighten Your Day, this one. This is a scrap, or you could, or if you measure it out, 3/4 by 4.5. And then, let's see, oh, the DSP. Love this. 2 3/4 by 4. Look at the flip side. Ah. And I will tell you how I came to this little, see how this is, I flipped it over. Originally, the piece that I had cut to lay down, the DSP, I had it at 3 inches by 4 inches. So it was going to go all the way up and it was going to all be polka dot. And then I decided, no, cut it down a little bit because I didn't like the way it just looked like it was too much, too large of a piece. And when I cut off this piece and then it kind of landed like this, I was like, ha ha ha, that I love. This was my idea, or the idea. It kind of finishes that. It kind of gives it a finished look. So even though just a little bit of it is sticking out right here, kind of replicates, I always say it replicates like a ribbon look, or it finishes off that rough edge. Does it make sense? So this little piece is a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. So it goes all the way across. And then the piece that you would stamp these two the flowers. Don't they? I almost looked this up and I didn't have time. This reminds me kind of the do they call it in Texas the blue bonnets, but I don't know what that color, I don't know what that flower looks like. I know there's a lot of them and I know they're blue, but and I've seen pictures, but anyway, this piece or a scrap, 2.5 by 3 inches to stamp these two, and then there's dies to cut them out. So let me set this over to the side and I will get stamping and assembling. So let's see, I think I'm gonna stamp first. So I'm gonna bring back in my Pierce mat, and I already cut out, look how cute. I love it. I love stitching and scallops. I'm very happy that they didn't take that away. And I'm gonna bring in, oh, here it is. I'm gonna use Parakeet Party and Orchid Oasis, as well as, oh my goodness, hold on girls. I just realized I put my Daffodil Delight. Thankfully, I think this cord will reach. What was I thinking? I was trying to pick up and make it look neat. I forgot that I was using Daffodil Delight. So Daffodil Delight for the floral centers. So here we go. Cornflowers maybe? Thank you, Peggy. All right. Let's see, I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, and I must have been in a hurry. Do you all know there are labels? See this right here? Parakeet Party. That should go right here. So I've had some customers tell me, I didn't even realize that there were, or no, it should go right here. Stickers, what are those stickers for? It's for when you are looking at them. They're in your storage containers. You can look at them. So that's where that one goes. Oh, and then I did that one. There's where the other one goes, right there. So you can see on the inside. So that's what those stickers are on the back side. All right. We're gonna put it, I gotta see how I had it on here. Right like this. That is a bright, happy color, isn't it? I can set this aside. And then I've already cut out my, or stamped and cut out, so I don't need to do that for you. You know how to do it. We'll call these cornflowers. Thank you, Peg. Oh, blue bonnets. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the Texas flower is a blue bonnet. I just didn't know what the shape of them are. Okay. So this is Orchid Oasis, and then the inside. I didn't even have to get the Daffodil Delight. I can show you there. Daffodil Delight is the center. And then dimensionals. I would like to someday see those blue bonnets. They do look different. Thank you, Lynn. I would like to see whatever the blue bonnets. I've seen pictures of them and it looks amazing. Okay, so this piece is going to get layered onto the 3 3¼ by 4 5/8 piece. Like that. And then let's see, let's assemble this bottom piece. Before I do that, I want to show you how easily the sending piece comes together. Okay, set that to the side. So there's that pretty DSP. And then the little skinny piece that goes on top. Oh, I went, see there, that, see if I had that Silicone Craft Mat, that would have been, I'll have to, because that adhesive is right there, so I'm going to make sure I don't stick anything in it. Little catch. There's that. And then this piece is up on dimensionals, imagine that. What is your favorite In Color? Do you have a favorite? I am loving them more than I thought I would. But I definitely have used the Starry Sky and the Orchid Oasis the most out of all of them, which was kind of surprising. My goodness, am I off the camera? Whew. Sorry about that. Starry Sky is your favorite? I was going to, I really had intentions of using Parakeet Party as the card base, but it still is, I love it. I do love it. But as a card base, it kind of, I'm like, it's kind of like shocking to me. It's like, what? Very bright, very bright. But I know I'm going to love it. I'm going to use it. And it looks good with this color. But when I went to use it, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a bright thing. So I toned it down with Starry Sky. Okay, I'm going to bring back in the Silicone Craft Mat. And I'm going to show you how well, I don't really have to show you, all probably know. But I just took, oh yeah, Starry Sky, you're right, Valerie. I did the Silicone Craft Mat with the sponge and just laid it down and just dab lightly. Don't do that. Be gentle, go slow. Kind of hold it down with your fingers. Because you want it to go over the entire thing so it doesn't pop up. Now I sell adhesive sheets. This would have been smart for me to use cut out with an adhesive sheet, and then it just becomes like a sticker. I think the next time I make this, I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to lay it on down. Now you can see, do you see this little, I was afraid I was going to lose the little dot in the eye. It even has a little dot. So I glued that on there before we got started. Because, I didn't want to spend all night. Okay, so I'm going to lay it down on top of the white. I love this. And then just go letter by letter in there. It really is easier. It's because I'm on camera. There we go. Almost there. Almost got it. Give it a little push. There we go. Ta-da! All right, and then this gets dimensionals. But I used mini dimensionals, which are over here, and I'm going to show you something that I started doing because I'm using so many of them. I was trying to pluck them off, with my fingernails, and then I started with my Take Your Pick tool, and it's rapid fire compared to me just using my fingernails. So, sharing this tip with you. If you've got long nails, do this. Take your pick tool, and you can pluck them right off. I'm sure somebody's going to be like, Kim, I've been doing that for years. Probably could have used just a regular size dimensional behind this S, but let's see, one more. Look at that. Put those aside. Oh no, we got to do this. I also plucked them off. So I hope this, hang on. I hope this helps someone. Because otherwise it would be painful to watch me put all of these on. Spare no dimensionals. Oops, there we go. Okay, and then I decided I'm going to put this kind of at an angle. And the reason I did that was after I stamped the skinny little, what does it say? Sending sunshine to brighten your day. I wasn't able to put sending because the cursive G, it would have hung down over the day. So that's how, and I think it looks pretty cute like that. So sunshine to brighten your day. I just want to show you, just in case you're a new stamper, don't be afraid of these little skinny stamps. And again, we're going to use, let's see, we're going to use Orchid Oasis. So, here's another tip. Sometimes with photopolymer stamps, when you pull them off, and then in the beginning, I was having trouble, like I could not get it to adhere to this without it being crooked or have like a slight little wave in it. And so here's a little tip. Turn your stamp upside down and just lay it down on whatever, your grid paper or whatever. And then instead of, you just let it lay like that, and it's almost perfectly straight. Then pick it up with your acrylic block. Instead of trying to fiddle with it, you're going to lay it down and then pick it up with the acrylic block, and it turns out almost 100% of the time it's a lot easier than trying to place it on there. The photopolymer stamps, the nice part, one of the fun parts about them is that you can bend them. So if I wanted sunshine to brighten your day, like in an arc, I could probably get a little, or a curve to it. Look at that. But it is, so you can, but if you want a straight one, it's just easier to put your stamp down first and pick it up with the acrylic block. Look at that. That's a tiny little font, and I didn't have any trouble. So remember, when you're stamping, just lightly tap, tap, tap your stamp. Don't smush it down into the ink pad, especially with tiny little fonts like this. If you do that, it's easy to get, or any small image, it's easy to get a halo around. So there's my tip about that. Stamping 101. I'm going to, oh, I know it's here someplace. Here it is. I already cut it out, and then I don't know if you noticed in the die set, I love these, when there's, you know, like label dies, so we can, I'm sure there'll be other stamps throughout the new catalog that I can fit onto here. I'll be, anytime there's like a label stamp, just like with, remember the Hippo and Friends, I used the labels more than I used the Hippo dies that came in that die set, which is retiring. I don't know if it's still available, but oh, that's such a good one. Such a good one. Okay, back again with the mini dimensionals. Which one of those? Oh, Shirley, do you need one of these take your pick tools? Yeah, it's nice because the one end you can use, I mean, there's a lot of little tools. There's one that looks kind of like a spatula. I don't use that one. I don't think very often, but I use this one, the pointy end, and then definitely this one. Ooh, you can tell. See how much I use it, Shirley? A lot, like with the embellishments and that. It's nice to have around, and there's replacements. Oops. There's replacement tips that you can order for a couple of bucks. Like when this tacky stuff, like it does look right now, you can see how much I use it. You can screw this up, and then more fresh tackiness, spackly stuff will come out, and it'll grab on to like any of our embellishments. So yeah, take your pick. Oh, and here, got to pluck off the back of the dimensionals. Oh, it's sticky. There, I got that. Two more, girls. Oh, one more. All right, get these out of the way. So this is going to go right along the bottom underneath the S. And then the new embellishments, these are they're called 2022, 2024 In Color Matte Decorative Dots. And they're so fun. Look, they're different shades. This is Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide. This is, I guess, Starry Sky. And then this is Orchid Oasis. But can you tell? Maybe you can't. There's different shades of it. Not so much. I don't see it so much in the Parakeet. Well, I can a little bit, Parakeet Party. But I really see it in Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Orchid Oasis. And I'm just going to take, there's I squished it a little bit too much. I'm going to take my take your pick tool and grab it, slide it. Oh, here, we'll use this one. Sometimes it's hard when they're in the middle like that. Let's see. So cute. And one tiny more. Oh, we'll use. And that is it. I hope you love it as much as I do. I can't wait to try it in different colors. So let me know which one is your favorite. Is it this one? Or is it one of these? I like them both. Hold on one second. I'm going to flip this around. Thank you again for tuning in, everyone. If you don't have a catalog and you want one, please let me know. You can comment below. I go through all the comments, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow morning. And I want to make sure you've got a catalog so you can see the stamping goodness that Stampin' Up! Is coming out with on May 3rd. It's so good. And what else do I have to tell you? Oh, if you're interested in joining my team, May 3rd through May 31st, so exciting. So many good things and no pressure, which is what I love about Stampin' Up! So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week. God's blessings, and I'll see you next Sunday. Oh, it's Mother's Day. Oh my goodness. Maybe I won't see you on Mother's Day. Maybe we'll do a Monday night Stampin'. I'll keep you posted. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week and happy Mother's Day next Sunday. Bye-bye.